Normally we'd be playing rugby. Things are different this year. At the suggestion of our friends at the Halton Heritage Partnership, we're going hiking and biking to find the hidden nature of the area around the club.
So this is our relatively new pitch, which we managed to do a land swap with the other side of Prescott Road, and as you can see is closely associated with the first team pitch, and has really made it into a tremendous facility here.
Yeah.
Now we'd like to acknowledge the council's facilitation in arranging this swap, so that went very well for us, I think.
Well, the council's view on sport is very clear. We're very supportive of sports clubs and sports development, and we're very keen for our young people to be able to access sporting opportunities, and that's sport for all and not sporting excellence. We believe that those two things run side by side. Everybody should have an opportunity to play, and if somebody can achieve excellence, we would like to try and help both the clubs and those individuals get to those goals. So so we're very pleased to have been able to assist the Widnes and of course other sports clubs in the town to achieve those ambitions.
Yep, and these pitches of course originally were McKechnie's, so obviously there's a close alignment with the chemical industry, which continues.
That's right, and that is perhaps one legacy of the chemical industry in the town, that there are various sports clubs around.
Absolutely,
that pitches originally derived from those industries.
Yep.
Many of the names on the club's honours board have links with the chemical industry, not least this recent retiree.
So here we are in 2020, and I'm pleased to say I've got my name on the board at long last. After 42 years, I think it is, member of the club here. I came over from Huddersfield, where I'd grown up, having completed a chemistry degree. Obviously Widnes was a centre of the chemical industry at the time, and I got my first job with Laporte Industries on Moorfield Road. Been through quite a number of interesting times in the chemical industry over the years. I was also a trustee with Catalyst, and we had a few problems which we had to overcome in both environments. I thought this year, my year as president, would be relatively straightforward compared to those, but lo and behold, coronavirus came along.
So we emerged from the blackberry bushes, look back across the fields this year. Martin is with another key figure from Halton Borough Council. Now Bill, tell us about the hidden nature of this land behind you.
Well, most of it was farmland for many years before. Part of this land was in fact McKechnie's sports and social club, but before that it was farmland, and then over the other side of the railway stretched over to Norfolk, which is now of course very heavily populated. It's got shops and is very well used, and brought in the council quite a considerable amount of money at the time. Of course, part of the land over the other side, immediately over the other side of the railways, was for many years pitches that the Widnes used to use for their second and third teams. They were then sold on to Beezer Homes, who developed them as the Fox's Chase estate, which I actually live on now. But for many years they belonged to the council, and it was the council actually rented them to the Widnes before they did a deal to switch the land and the pitches from Prescott Road, this side of Prescott Road, to the other side, which is where Prescott Road playing fields are now.
So the first of our trips out is a 5-mile walk. We can be seen heading up Pex Hill, overlooking the fields that at one stage was suggested as a relocation for our own club. The railings you see surround the reservoir that's been here since 1868. At the top of the hill is the Halton Observatory, opened by Patrick Moore, television's most famous astronomer. So now we head back to the Widnes through existing farmland. It's hard to imagine that it's not that long ago this particular stretch of sandy lane was open to two-way traffic. Cars went up and down the scenic route, and the people you see walking here used it as a popular shortcut. So having switched from blackberries to apples, we moved to the top of Upton Lane. We switched from hiking to biking. One of these cyclists going past, wearing black, is Bradley Wiggins.
Alex Dowsett.
What, 102?
102.
The Farnworth Sutton Greenway follows a part of the route of the original railway line that ran from St Helens to Widnes Dock, the first of its kind in the world. Bold Bridge had the distinction of being bombed by a Zeppelin in 1918, one of only two sites in Lancashire to suffer the fate. The Dream sculpture stands at the top of what was Sutton Manor Colliery, an important employer and a vital part of the history of Widnes and the surrounding districts. Before the late 1980s, Norlands Lane was the main exit road from Widnes, leading to Junction 7 of the M62, before the St Helens Linkway was built. And so we return to what is now our ground at Heath Road. Bought by William Mather from the Cheshire Lines Committee in the 1800s, and sold to a group of ex-Wade Deacon students by Horace Jones of Penny Lane Farm in 1954. Volunteers look after the heritage to this day. The rule of 6 restricted us to 5 cyclists and a photographer. Separately, we've had shift workers, families, and away in Greece, former Economic Development Officer for Halton Borough Council, Derek Sutton. Thanks to you all for your involvement. We know you'll keep up the good work.